I'm a scientist. As a physician, I'm trained to always look at the science behind everything. And Corinne, who is my upline in another company, she contacted me last year and said, you gotta check out this patch thing, this patch, the X39. And I'm like, Corinne, you know what? I'm just too busy. And I'm a scientist. I'm just like, I just can't do this right now with the COVID thing going on. I was just overwhelmed. But she kept knocking at my door very gently. And one day I went, you know what? Okay, Corinne, I'm going to try it. Yeah, she said, I'll send you 7 patches. I'm like, all right, let's do it. And so she gave me the list, write down what's going on in your life. And so I did that. And my history is pretty colorful. I'm back in Montana where I was born. And I have history of sexual abuse. Was started when I was 3 to the age of 12. By the time I was 25, I'd had abdominal surgery. I was actually born without part of my intestine, so they gave me a new part. But in that process, I had 3 near-death experiences, and post-surgery, I have to be extremely cautious with what I eat because it's still, my digestion doesn't work optimally. And as a naturopath, it's a little embarrassing because, gosh, I'm supposed to be able to fix everything, but my digestion has been a real problem. A lot of scar tissue from the surgery. And so that's been a chronic thing that I've dealt with. And then, I'm all over the world. I do international crisis relief work, which is highly dangerous. I've had many accidents, a lot of head injuries and motor vehicle accidents, because I'm out there on the front lines, and I've had major injuries to my neck. And I've been living with major pain for about 7 years in my neck. There's nothing that can be done surgically without risking being paralyzed. So I've just learned to live with it and do what I do, acupuncture and all those things, right? But in 2019, I had a tooth break, and I ended up having major dental surgery. And when they did that, my jaw dislocated. And then when there were 2 teeth that were displaced with the surgery. And my pain level was, when the jaw dislocated, it was like a 9, 10, and I can put it back in. But the teeth thing, because of the COVID, I couldn't get medical care. And so I've just been living with this chronic pain. Yeah. And then on March 10th, I started the patch. And I just put one on my neck. And the first day I put it on, the next morning I woke up and my teeth had gone back into their socket. There were 2 teeth that were displaced, and they went back into the socket, and the pain went down to a 3. It was like at a 9, 8 most every time. I couldn't eat because I literally could have pulled my teeth out, right? But they went back in the socket. I was incredibly impressed. The jaw, it started to tighten up. It still would dislocate though, but on day 3, there's no more dislocation. I could eat normally. There was no pain in my gums. The teeth were completely locked in, and there's no inflammation. The one thing that was disturbing to me when I started wearing the patch is my dreams. They were nightmares. I had 3 nights of what I would call the hell realm. And it was, because of my history of sexual abuse, I've been in counseling most of my adult life, right? Dealing with these things. And I was able to recognize that these memories were still in the tissue. Even though I've done all this therapy, all this stuff, it was still there, and it was coming through my dreams. So boyfriends, I had 3 nights of boyfriend nightmares, right? And also, I'm in the town where I was born, and the man that raped me is just down the street from me. So that was coming up as well in my dreams. And on day 3, I think it was, or day 4, one of my old boyfriends called me and there was no reaction, absolutely no reaction to him. And I went, wow, this is really great. So that deep healing. But then I ran out of the patches and then I didn't get any patches. And then just recently, it was on March 26th, I took a face plant. I was knocked out cold. I got a severe concussion, traumatic brain injury, and a whiplash, messed up my shoulder, my arm, my wrist. And then on April 6th, I got the patches from Corinne, or, I signed up as a distributor and I put it on my neck. My neck pain was beyond control. I mean, I was looking at doing tramadol again, some kind of a painkiller. I put the patch on and in it was like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, my pain was at a 2. I couldn't believe it. And I could move my head, which I could not move my head. My brain, I was able to go back to work because with a TBI, a traumatic brain injury, it's like it scrambles everything in there. Like I'd be talking to someone and all of a sudden I didn't know what I was doing. But after 2 days on the patch, I was back to work. I find sometimes I, forget a little bit of stuff, but I have a pretty active mind regardless of things. The other thing that I started doing, I put my patch on my abdomen where the scar, where my scar is, and the nerves are starting to come back together. It's not comfortable. It itches a lot, but I know that's what's happening. And the scar tissue is dissolving and the nerves are starting to come back together. My digestion has improved. My energy has improved. I mean, it's, I just feel I have incredible focus now. And I'm so grateful for my upline of Corinne, of being that gentle one, and then being me to be there to hold my hand whenever I need to.